Good morning, friends. On behalf of Banking Quest, I, Tilak Gulati, extend you warm welcome. Friends, today we are starting a training program on risk management in banks and NBFCs. Friends, we have started this training program. In this training program, we have got the participation from public sector bank, private sector bank, small finance banks, and cooperative banks. And we shall be conducting this training program as I have already shared with you the program agenda. There will be 16 sessions, and 4 sessions will be conducted on one Sunday. So we shall be having engaged ourselves in 4 consecutive Sundays. Before we start this training program, I would like to give a brief introduction about our organization, Banking Quest. At Banking Quest, we believe in building career in banking. Our vision is to be the most preferred partner in BFSI segment for transformational skill development, enabling organizations and individuals to achieve their goals. And our mission is to work with the leading banks in the country to provide effective learning solutions for capacity and competence building. We believe in reshaping careers, re-engineering skills, and rejuvenating growth. Banking Quest is founded by senior bankers with proven track record with single-minded focus of developing next generation bankers. We pride ourselves on our distinctive and differentiated content and delivery with a focus on practical aspects of banking functions. We work with leading banks in the country to provide effective learning solutions with our pan-India delivery capabilities. Our advisory council, we have with us Mr. Mohan Tangsale, our mentor. Mr. Mohan Tangsale is the former chairman and managing director, Central Bank of India, and chief executive of Indian Banks Association. Professor Dr. Rajiv Kishore Dubey, our mentor, is the former chairman and managing director, Canara Bank. Mr. Bhaskar Sen is our mentor and is the former chairman and managing director, United Bank of India. Mr. Hargovind Sachdev, our mentor, is the former general manager, State Bank of India, and head of Central European Credit Desk at Frankfurt, Germany, covering 15 countries of Central Europe. And myself, Tilak Gulati, I am chief executive. I am former principal, staff training college, UCO Bank. Our achievements so far, we have given training to more than 10,000 bank officials successfully. We have trained officials of 25 banks, which include public sector, private sector banks, payments banks, regional rural banks, and cooperative banks. Our online interbank training program received overwhelming response across banking fraternity. We get participation feedback is consistently more than 90%. We have got the capability to deliver both classroom and online programs across India with best in class faculty. All our programs are designed and developed based on in depth training need and skill gap analysis of junior, middle, and senior management segments. In the process of rapid expansion, we are venturing into delivering customized and niche training programs encompassing the entire BFSI sector. Recently, we have introduced new training program to name a few. We have introduced training program on risk management in banks and NBFCs, foreign exchange training program on MSME credit, credit management training program, treasury investment and risk management training program, bank promotions training program on soft skill, and introduction to ethics in banking. We believe in giving support for developing training content that meets diverse needs of the banking professionals. We have got the management team which possesses more than 300 plus years of total experience from branch banking, retail, risk, audit, credit operations, HR, and other specialized areas of banking. We give live simulation, case studies, consultation sessions, and group exercises, which give shape to our customized content, which is industry centric and industry led. We have got the capability for large scale pan India training rollout, and we have got the pool of highly experienced and credible faculty and resource persons who have got functional and operational experience in the banking domain. We design customized training programs based upon specific requirements of banks. Friends, I have a pleasure to announce that we have got 18 large clients and we are still growing. Our large clients include Canara Bank, Union Bank of India, HDFC Bank, Federal Bank, Punjab National Bank, Citizen Credit Cooperative Banks, FinCare Small Finance Bank, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, State Bank of Mauritius, Bandhan Bank, Exim Bank, UCO Bank, Saraswat Bank, Bank of Maharashtra, Bank of Baroda, KBS Bank, Janata Sahkari Bank, and Hindustan Aeronautic Limited. Friends, we can be reached on this address. Friends, before we start the first session of this training program, I have pleasure to welcome our mentor, Mr. Hargovind Sachdev. Mr. Hargovind Sachdev is the former General Manager, State Bank of India and Head of Central European Credit Desk, Frankfurt, Germany, covering 15 countries of Central Europe. Before I request Mr. Professor Rajesh Mahajan to start the first session, I would request Mr. Hargovind Sachdev to kindly inaugurate this training program with a small inaugural address. Over to you, sir. Mr.
Very good morning to each one of the participants, Mr. Gulati, Mr. Rajesh Mahajan. I'm honored to inaugurate a very valuable and very significant program of Banking Quest, which is one of the best in the industries at present. Friends, if you go into the history of banking, then the word risk is another synonym, another name for banking. If you go into the history, you will find that there were no banks earlier, and people used to keep their coins, gold, valuable possessions in the custody of temple priests. They used to hide that uh, gold coin or silver coin in the basements of temples. And then slowly, when others needed those coins for temporary use, the pujari or the priest was authorized to lend it to the other person and take it back with another small coin towards the service charges or interest. This went on for ages, and slowly, this third party use of one person's wealth for the benefit of the other person started what is called as banking today. So basically, it was a risk mitigation exercise opted by the owners of the coins, handing over their coins to somebody, that somebody giving it to others for their use, benefit, and for their projects. Banking today continues to be the same thing. People who have surpluses, they come to us, they deposit it with us, and then we lend it to the industry or individuals or corporates. During the process, a lot of mitigation is required to avoid, because we are committed, whether the borrower repays to us or not, we are committed to repay to the depositor. As such, a lot of research has been done in terms of protecting the interest and acting in ambience and atmosphere which might be challenging, which might be damaging to the corpus of the funds which we possess on behalf of the customers. I'm very glad that a large number of very, very exuberant and very celebrated lecturers have been brought in by Mr. Gulati for this seminar, and they will be going into deep details of each aspect of risk management under the leadership of Professor Rajesh Mahajan, who is an authority in himself, having taught at various RBI instituted organizations in Pune and elsewhere. Friends, the best thing about this is that they have also added, apart from the credit market and operational risk, they've also added the climate risk chapter into this. That's another risk which is evolving, and I'm telling you that that is the flavor of the day with ESG compliances now making the difference between the eligibility of funding by one unit as compared to the other. These are going to be very, very important risks to address. World is waiting for decarbonization. We want that the carbon gases, they go away from this ambience. Otherwise, they have very direct impact on the functioning of banking. We saw in corona days how businesses, they crumpled because the key person died, or the corona, destroyed the supply chain management across the world. Even today, China is confronting that sort of a risk, which has impacted the profitability and the business plans of various banks. So this is a very comprehensive program which Mr. Gulati is giving. I was just reading yesterday night that SBI has come out with a deposit called as callable deposit, CALLABLE. Now, this is another risk mitigating instrument. The instrument is like this, that if you commit to a bank that you will not withdraw your fixed deposit prematurely in 1 year or 2 year, then bank will give interest rate, that is card rate, plus 30 basis for 1 year and 40 basis for 2 years. Now, this is a wonderful risk mitigating instrument which is floated by banks, because there used to be premature withdrawals, especially when banks after banks daily come out with advertisement that we will give you 8%, 8.25% interest and all that, because the liquidity is at crunch and demand of credit is going up. So there are a lot of withdrawals from one bank to another. So this risk mitigating product has been launched by SBI, recallable and callable deposits, wherein they will their ALM, their ALCO will be assured that for these many months or these many years, at least this fund will remain with us. So these are the new developments which are taking. I'm sure Mr. Gulati and his team will really take you through all this and make you one of the best bankers, so that you lead your organization and make all of us proud. I am really delighted that all of you on this precious Sunday are giving your best and become one of the best bankers in the banking industry. Thank you very much, Mr. Gulati. All the best for this program.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Hargovind Sachdev, sir. Thank you very much. You have given set up the tone of this program in a very right manner. Thank you very much.